Hi, welcome back to another episode of Broken Happy. Today's question, before I start, today's question, I will thank my anonymous friend for raising this point. This question arises from the previous video wherein I said that no matter what happens, don't let yourself be isolated by grief and pain. And he asked me he asked me a question that okay, how to do that? And then I was trying to think that based on the nature of grief or based on the nature of pain, how not to let yourself be isolated. Okay, let's say we have several scenarios that could be personal, that could be professional, that could be physical, emotional, and psychological. There could be several scenarios where you are really isolated. What do I mean by isolation here? Okay, I will try to throw some questions on that, and I think if they coincide with different scenarios, we can address them one by one. Okay, the the social scenario is that I have nobody to confide in. That means I don't have a friend, or I have a disease. Okay, a disease has cornered me, a severe disease, a life-threatening disease. Third could be I'm not losing weight. Simple. Maybe it's stress, more stress I get about losing weight. I'm more alone. I'm the only guy who's not losing weight, who's not getting fit somehow. I lost a job. If you lost a job, okay, I lost a job. I'm the most unproductive guy, and then you start to doubt your sorry. Then you start to doubt your whole career or credentials and everything that you managed to do. You forget, and then your grief isolates you. Okay, and then you tend to believe that uh, just because you made some choices, you did not follow the tracks what other did. Maybe you decided to stay back home when others flew. Maybe you decided to stay close to family, whereas others changed the state and moved in their job and they flew higher in their career. These are all, I think, the scenarios where we tend to be isolated by our griefs, and this thing creeps in our head that okay, it's my fault, I'm the unique case. And this very word, the unique case, is what you have to fight. For example, if you decided to stay in your hometown or your home or with your family, you're not alone. You might not have followed the same professional graph that others did by mobilizing, by moving to different towns. But you are not alone here. You are here with your family and friends. Bring in your success, bring in your trade that you did with your life. And as your grief tries to isolate you for not traveling, for not changing cities and staying back home and paying the cost on the professional front, as you bring in the family, you will know if I have traded one thing with life, I have got a lot more in return. So as the family moves in, as you imagine yourself standing with everybody else, I think this trade makes sense, and that will give you strength to push it back. Okay. Second thing is, as you as you lose a job, okay, that happens to all of us. I think nobody retires from the first job they ever land. So once you think the job goes from your hands and you think it's slipping away or you're on notice period, remember you're not the only one who will change the job. Remind yourself that the skill set you managed to get, the degree you managed to finish, the past hurdles you managed to to survive and landed the job that you are planning to switch, or you are planning to or you are forced to leave even. So remind yourself that, okay, what I have managed to do. Don't let your grief tell you that you are worthless. No, you are not. Even being where you are took a lot, and you did that. Don't uh, don't let your stress take away the things that you already have with you. Don't let, because the stress, what stress will do on the first place, it will empty your box of things that you consider as achievements. So it will take away all your important achievements. So bring them in. The third could be physically fit. Okay, you may not have lost weight. That's okay, but look around you. Don't you see the what does being heavy, being not being able to lose weight has to do with your success and feeling good about? Are you the only one? And this is where you need to look around yourself and see there are people who are extremely happy. They are not zero figure, but they are extremely happy. They manage to kick life back with whatever they have. The same happens to your disease. Are you the first one who got the disease? Is your disease so unique? No, you're not the first one. Others have beaten it before. So all of a sudden, when you think that I'm not the only one who is in this scenario, you will see that you gain strength. You have a template of somebody else is beating the same thing. And then I'm sure you will not feel alone, and you will feel, okay, I should maybe read more. Maybe I should talk more people. Maybe I should read some blogs, read some books. But there is help around. People have been in the same scenario before, and they have managed to beat it. Okay, there could be some peculiarities that I'm sure you can manage to tweak, and you can manage to uh, solve in your own way. But you're not the only one in this disease. You're not the only one in this job change scenario. You're not the only one who is struggling physically. You're not the only one who just who is introvert, who doesn't have thousand social friends. You are one of many, and all you need to do is to tell yourself that I'm not the only one, and my problem, my grief is not unique. People have beaten this thing before. I will do that too. I need to find the right templates. I need to meet the alternate reality. I need to find those people, those positive people who have managed to beat it. Maybe I can get some inspiration from them, and maybe I will have my own resources, or modified my own resources to beat this isolation and come out. And believe me, if you don't let your grief isolate you, you will hit back, you will win, you will come out. Somehow you will find a way, but don't let your grief tell you, or convince you that your situation is so unique that nobody in the world has faced this before, or nobody in the world understands it. People have been in a much terrible, much worse scenarios than you, and they have survived it. And all you need to do is to look for templates. All you need to do is to look for stories, the success stories. Look around you, meet people, read whatever resource you have. Just find the similar scenarios, and I'm sure you will come out. With that thought, I think I managed to answer my friend's question. And that the whole idea is that we don't need to let our grief or pain convince us that we are so unique that there is no way out. You are not unique. It's not. You are not unique. Your pain is not unique. People have fought this before, so will you. Good luck. Have a nice day ahead. And like all times I say, I look forward to your feedback. And while talking to you, sometimes I talk to myself with this thought. I tell you, wish you a nice weekend. Bye bye.